What is your favorite flavor of pie? You may change your mind and you'll learn an important truth that we all need to know in the next 5 minutes. I'm Vaughn Weatherford and this is 5 Minutes Closer. For the next 5 minutes, let's explore some biblical truths and apply them to your life. No podcast, including this one, can transform your life or give you what you really need. Only Jesus can do that. You can find out why in what I've called the first five episodes of 5 Minutes Closer. Each following episode explores scriptural truths that, if you follow them, will bring you 5 minutes closer to the person God created you to be. Let's see if we can get you 5 minutes closer. Most local newspapers carry a weekly column. It's usually hidden somewhere in the final pages just before the classified section. In the online edition, it's most often far down the menu list, so far that most people never see it. The restaurant inspections. Most communities have health inspectors who regularly visit any business that serves food. In order to maintain their business license, the businesses have to pass a series of inspections that determine if they're properly storing and preparing food. Anyone who's ever suffered from a foodborne illness knows why. The published restaurant inspections detail the results of those health inspections. Now let me caution you, don't read those on a full stomach. Fortunately, most businesses pass the inspections with flying colors, but there are those that fail. Improperly refrigerated items, poorly maintained deep fryers, and mouse droppings are common reasons that the health inspector may fail a business. They're given an opportunity to fix the problem in order to pass a re-inspection, and most do. After all, if they fail a second inspection, the health inspector could close down the business. I've always been interested in how those businesses that receive low marks on their inspections stay in business. Who eats there? Hey, sure, I'll take a slice of your best chocolate pie, and could you add in a few extra mouse droppings? No thanks. I think I'll pass. The only thing I can imagine is that the businesses continue because their customers haven't read the inspection reports. If they had, they'd go somewhere else. I don't want mouse droppings in my pie, no matter how good everybody says it is. In the first episode, we learned that God created everything, including me, including you. That means God is the authority over everything, and that's good news. It means there's a reason, there's a purpose to our lives. But there's a problem. If you ask someone about their eternal destination, a common response is, well, I hope I'm going to heaven. If you probe a little further, the reasoning is that although they know they've made some mistakes and have some regrets, they assume that in the end, their good deeds will outweigh their bad deeds. There's just one problem with that. No one wants mouse droppings in their chocolate pie. Or put another way, we want heaven to be perfect. If we aren't perfect, then the minute that we step into heaven, it won't be perfect. If we want a perfect eternity, then we can't be there. The Bible puts it this way in Romans chapter 3, verse 23. For all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God. We are not perfect. And the result is painfully obvious. It's described in Romans 6:23. For the wages of sin is death. We are separated from heaven because we aren't perfect. The hard truth is, if we entered heaven on our own, we would be the mouse droppings in the chocolate pie. But that's not just heaven. We're separated from God because of our sin. We want God to be perfect, and He is. The problem is that God will no longer be perfect if He allows imperfection in His presence. Yikes. That's horrific news. I don't want to be separated from God, but I'm not perfect. I can't be with Him if I want Him to be perfect. I can't get into heaven if I want heaven to be perfect. But there's good news. God didn't leave it there. He's made a way. Something that you'll find out about in the next episode of 5 Minutes Closer. My prayer is that these 5 minutes have challenged you, inspired you, and caused you to consider applying God's message for your life from His Word. To find out more, visit our website at 5minutescloser.com. Join me next time to see if we can get you 5 minutes closer.